Ukrainian officials have said that the fighting for the besieged eastern city of Bakhmut has escalated again. Kyiv says its troops are holding on even as Russia has increased its attacks on their positions. Several civilians were injured and buildings set on fire after Russian shelling hit the nearby Ukrainian-held town of Kostiantynivka. Ukrainian officials have said they are determined to hold on to Bakhmut in what's become the longest and bloodiest battle of Russia's year-long war. We can now speak to Domitia Sagramoso. She is a senior lecturer at the Department of War Studies of King's College London. Welcome to DW. So the Ukrainian side has been insisting that it is bent on holding on to Bakhmut. Why is that?
Yes, the main objective, I think, is really to try to wear down Russian forces, which are being sent to this area, to Bakhmut, in this Russian offensive. Because many are sort of quite combat-ready forces. It also includes a lot of elements of the private military company Wagner. So the objective of Ukraine is really to wear down, to reduce the strength of these forces who are suffering a lot of casualties and pin them down in these battles so that Russia cannot carry a more effective counteroffensive. And at the same time, allow Ukrainians to prepare their own sort of counteroffensive, maybe in other areas. So really to drain very much the Russian forces in a similar way as they did in the summer of last year around Lysychansk and Severodonetsk. They really sort of fought very hard, and then they were able to take a few months later territory around Kharkiv, for example. So I think they're using a similar pattern of trying really to wear down combat-ready Russian forces which have been sent to the area, and also especially the Wagner group forces, so that then they can maybe more effectively carry out a counteroffensive and in a way sort of hamper Russia's efforts to carry more effective offensive operations.
Well, you mentioned the Wagner mercenary group, and we're hearing reports that it has actually paused its attacks on Bakhmut. What does this mean?
I think it's very difficult to know what exactly is happening, because at the same time, yesterday, the leader of the Wagner group, Mr. Prigozhin, he issued a video where he said that he's reorganizing his forces. He's setting up over 40 recruitment centers throughout Russia. He says he wants to set up a sort of his own armed forces that are going to bring justice to Russia. So that can be very concerning for the Russian leadership. So it's very unclear what his position is and what he's trying to do. There were a lot of sort of discussions around the lack of supplies that he was getting apparently from the Ministry of Defense. So there were a lot of sort of clashes and confrontations verbally with the Defense Ministry. And it is not clear if this group is receiving enough ammunition to move forward. So maybe this could also be a tactic of the Kremlin to maybe sort of reduce the power, the internal power that Prigozhin and his forces may be acquiring inside Russia. So to a certain extent, reduce their military capability by reducing the amount of weaponry that they are receiving. So I think that is all part and parcel of Prigozhin's sort of concerns and decisions to maybe pause and regroup his forces.
That was Domitia Sagramoso from King's College London. Thank you.
Thank you.